Now at noon, a Portland woman is suing American Airlines after she says she was sexually assaulted by a drunk passenger while on board a plane. Plus, caught on camera, crews race to save workers after a house explodes in California. We're also hearing from a woman who got stuck in floodwaters with her niece and nephews on her way to a holiday laser light show. And later.
Well, come on up here, guys. We're going to punch the tickets on the trip.
Oh yeah, we're taking a ride on the Candy Cane Express for this week's Grant's Getaways. We head first to breaking news where a massive landslide has completely blocked State Highway 229. These are photos of the landslide between Kernville and Siletz near milepost 14. ODOT is confirming that this will be a long-term closure. Travelers heading to or from the area will need to use an alternate route. This is a developing story, and we'll update you when we learn more. Thank you for joining us. I'm Thomas Schultz. A Portland woman is suing American Airlines after she was allegedly sexually assaulted by a drunk passenger soon after the plane took off. This started at an airport in Springfield, Missouri last December when the Portland woman's lawyer says another passenger was pounding beers and shots at an airport bar during a flight delay. The man allegedly said something inappropriate to the Portland woman, who then left the bar. But once the flight began to board, her attorney Mark Lindquist says the man caused more problems. He was allowed on the flight, and his seat was right next to the Portland woman's. That's when court documents report he said something like, quote, "This is my lucky day." The woman put in headphones and tried to ignore him, but that's when things got even worse.
Once the plane started taking off, he started grabbing her and groping her, and she yelled for a flight attendant. At first, the flight attendant was, ma'am, you've got to stay in your seat. But then the flight attendant realized what was happening and moved her to a different seat.
The captain reported the incident to local police in Dallas when they landed. The victim and a flight attendant who was also allegedly assaulted spoke with investigators. A police report is referenced in the lawsuit where the man admits to mixing alcohol with prescription drugs. Lindquist says the man has been charged. The victim has also sued her alleged attacker, along with American Airlines and SkyWest Airlines. We've reached out to both American Airlines and SkyWest for a statement on this lawsuit. An American spokesperson told us, quote, "The safety of our customers and team members is our highest priority. We are reviewing the complaint." A grand jury has cleared a Clackamas County Sheriff's deputy of any wrongdoing after shooting a man in early November. Investigators say the deputy was called to a home where a man who was reportedly intoxicated and had mental health issues set a trailer on fire. As the deputy exited her car, the suspect, 44-year-old Daniel Zimmerman, allegedly sprinted at her, ignored commands to stop, then put his hands behind his back. That's when the deputy fired a single shot. Zimmerman was treated at the hospital. His trial is set for January. The Multnomah County DA's Retail Theft Task Force is asking for your help finding a man wanted for aggravated theft. Take a look at your screen. The DA's office says 54-year-old Timothy Jones is accused of stealing from Plaid pantry stores across Portland. He's been frequently seen at Dawson Park near North Stanton and Williams. If you see him, call 911. You can also contact Crime Stoppers of Oregon, which is offering up to a $2,500 reward for any tips that lead to an arrest. And in Washington, Good Samaritans rescued a woman and 3 children from the flooded Chehalis River near Satsop on Wednesday after their car became submerged while attempting to cross a roadway. This comes after Governor Ferguson was told by Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem that the president signed the state's request for an emergency declaration. Here's Drew Mickelson with the story.
I was just taking them all out to the show.
She was trying to be the cool aunt.
Trying to just have a nice family evening.
Erica Wallen and her sister's kids, 19-year-old Giovanni Frank, his 12-year-old brother Gabriel, and their 10-year-old sister Liliana were all headed to the old Satsop nuclear power plant site to check out a holiday laser light show.
We had gone through some patches where there was water on the roadway, and there was someone directly in front of me, and he was doing just fine. Well, failed to take into account that he's like in a monster truck, essentially.
Aunt Erica didn't see any road closed signs and thought she'd get through the flooded Chehalis River, but when her car started taking on water, it shut down.
I panicked, and I couldn't get my windows down because the car was off. And so I opened the door and water was already coming in, but it just flooded in like up to our chests.
They all got out into the freezing water, and it had just turned dark.
Giovanni's carrying Liliana. Me and Gabriel are walking towards a truck that I don't know who's in there. I'm just hoping that it's a good person, and thankfully it was an amazing person. And he just opened his doors, let us in, didn't even ask us any questions, and just started taking us back to where, to where there was dry land.
Neighbors helped Wallen salvage her car. Her husband, Mark, couldn't quite get it to start today, but they're hoping it can be repaired. They're so grateful.
A community of total strangers. Just, I don't have enough kind things to say about the Satsup's community.
While they're still shaken up, the family survived with no injuries or hypothermia. And Aunt Erica still got the kids to the laser show.
10 years from now, we'll be sitting around, and it'll be a funny story about how Aunt Erica accidentally took you swimming. Yeah, in December.
Turns out the road had been closed, but apparently the signs washed away in the floodwaters. Luckily, the family was not hurt. And Chris, pretty scary stuff up there in Washington. Something
Absolutely.
We've been seeing all week long.
Yeah, and nice to get the reprieve, right? As we look live from our Wells Fargo Sky camera, you can see, look how, murky the Willamette River is, right? That is full of sediment, mud, and even some debris and whatnot from all the water that's been washing into the Willamette over the last couple of days. Luckily, no more rain out there today or tomorrow for that matter. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous Friday afternoon. And you know that, after as cloudy as it's been, sunshine like this is sometimes hard to come by. Oh, but wait, it's not sunny everywhere. This is the live look right now from the Shea Hallam Tasting Room camera in Sherwood. Still socked in the new hour with fog. Meanwhile, we're seeing sunshine at the beach. It's 55 right now and clear in Lincoln City, and it's 56 and sunny right now in the Dalles. A beautiful look back at Mount Hood. All right, it is 56. Last check at PDX. Sherwood in the fog, checking in with 53. Salem at 51, and Eugene, again, socked in with fog at 49, and you can see the visible satellite imagery. We are starting to erode that fog just a little bit here from all edges, and we're seeing some sunshine here in the Portland-Vancouver metro area, but portions of Yamhill County, Polk County, Marion County, down the line towards Benton and Lynn County kind of socked in. I do think that will clear at least a little bit for you folks, but we're likely going to see a repeat performance of that tomorrow. So just know that our Saturday is going to look and feel a lot like today. It's mild. It's 56 now. We'll inch up to about 57 or 58 and then slowly back off in the temperatures this evening. Fog tomorrow morning, a dry but nice day Saturday, and then rain back in the picture Sunday. Thomas, it doesn't look like a lot of rain, but next week could be pretty wet. And finally, hold on, Cascade snow in the forecast. That's a big deal. More on that coming up in just a bit.
It's coming. Thank you, Chris. Well, here's a look at some national headlines this afternoon. Today, new photos have been released from the ongoing investigation into the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Democratic members of the House Oversight Committee released a series of photos taken from Epstein's estate, showing several powerful figures who were in some way linked to Epstein, including President Trump, former President Bill Clinton, Richard Branson, and Larry Summers. It's important to note none of the released photos show any potential sexual misconduct or appear to show any underage girls. President Trump is being sued by the National Trust for Historic Preservation. The organization is seeking an architecture review and congressional approval of the president's White House ballroom project. The lawsuit demands that construction stop immediately until the plans undergo comprehensive design reviews, a public comment period, and approval from Congress. The White House is expected to submit its plans to a federal planning commission before the end of the year. Disney has reached a 3-year agreement with OpenAI to let Sora generate AI videos of its characters. Characters in the deal include Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, Lilo and Stitch, several Disney princesses, and more. Disney is also investing $1 billion into OpenAI, saying it'll use its services to develop new products and experiences, including for Disney+. And the lottery jackpots just keep going up. Saturday's Powerball jackpot is worth an estimated $1 billion. It'll be the 14th ever national lottery prize of at least $1 billion. Those are your national headlines.